All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Hunting Rocks. As always, I am your hunting guide, Jeff, and I am still hunting out of state. I'm in Utah. I'm near Kenosha. It's later in the day. Earlier this morning, you saw me digging for selenite crystals at the Great Salt Lake. Well, now I'm out in the near Black Spring, and I'll show you on the map. I'll give you guys a explanation of where it's at and all that good jazz when I edit the video. But we're picking up obsidian. There's some on that hill behind me there, but the most part is over right there. So let's get to going. Let's see what we find. I've hiked quite a distance from the truck, about 25, 30 foot maybe. The wind was horrible out there that day. That's why I'm doing the voiceover. But there is obsidian everywhere on the ground through here. I mean, just everywhere. It was amazing. I'm going to go over here to this knoll that I've seen, and I could see the ground turning black. It was crazy. It was black with obsidian. Picked up my first little piece there, little piece of mahogany. And, I mean, like, patchy tears, everything was out there. It was amazing. Now, you're only allowed 25 pounds of rock while you're out here, 25 pounds a day, 250 pounds a year, because this was BLM land. I did go to another place where I picked up obsidian that was private, but I didn't video that. I mean, it blew my mind. I mean, I'm sure the people that live out there are like, "Pfft, that's nothing, Jeff. You ought to see the real obsidian," which I did once I got there. There's a nice little piece of snowflake I found, and another piece of the snowflake and mahogany. I really like the mahogany. I found some really interesting pieces out there that were just like super bright red. But got my bucket starting to fill up a little bit. Obsidian isn't too heavy, but it adds up quick. That's no joke. It's good for napping arrowheads, that kind of stuff. If you are an arrowhead napper, then I highly recommend you going there because, like I said, you can use it for your personal use. I should probably have been wearing gloves out there. Obsidian is crazy, crazy sharp. Doctors actually use it a lot of times for scalpels and whatnot. I'm not sure all the science behind it, but I know it cuts like molecular level or something crazy like that. I just don't know. But yeah, that entire hill right there, that was covered in obsidian. It was black. I mean, it looked black, and each little speck that you saw out there was just a chunk of obsidian, anywhere from itty bitty dime size all the way up to, you know, half dollar, dollar size. Silver dollar, that is, not a paper dollar. Although I did find some flat obsidian um, while I was out there. Yeah, that is a broken piece, razor sharp. That's no joke. I actually nicked myself a little bit on that. Just picking up some more obsidian there. I wasn't able to stay out too terribly long in this spot. My motel that I stayed in Nephi. It's a nice little town. Couldn't stay in Delta. They were full up. So I was about an hour and 50 minutes or so. I later found out that I took the wrong way. I took the slow way. I should have I should have shot down through Delta, and I actually cut like 25 minutes off my trip. So still a hefty hike, but not bad. Of course, with gas prices, it was kind of rough. They ran about 469 to 450 out there. So, you know, I'm in St. Louis. I'm paying 385 a gallon, I think. But it was worth it. Now this is a beautiful piece of snowflake obsidian I found. I moved a bunch of pieces out of the way. Looked at them while I was doing it. But look at this piece. Oh, I love that piece. It's a little dusty, a little dirty. This will shine up nicely when you can tumble it, you can just clean it with water. Um, it's neat stuff. Little broken piece of snowflake I tossed away. I'm looking for a piece of mahogany right now, and I haven't found one yet, but that's about to change. I find a great piece. Had about 30 minutes left before I had to call it. Did not want to get stuck out there, not really knowing where I was at, and there it is. There's the mahogany. It looks like a piece of wood. Hopefully you can see it okay in the video. I mean, it looked like somebody took and just cut a piece of mahogany wood, and there it was. So this is the second day out here. GPS took me to an area that is a no trespassing sign. Do not go beyond the no trespassing signs. There are claims out there, and you'll go to jail. All right, they'll write you a ticket. They'll hit you for trespassing. That other little way was a road. I think it could have been a wash. It's hard to tell. But over here, where there was no trespassing sign, I was on BLM land still. There was obsidian everywhere on this hill, and great big chunks of snowflake obsidian. I will get a picture of that and show you guys. I also found a piece of pumice out there that does float in water. Okay, guys, this is the map to get there. So from Hinckley, which is just outside of Delta, just above Desert, Utah, you're going to want to drive 42.6 miles down Utah 257. You'll come to the sign that you see here that says Kenosha 20. You're going to follow that back and over some train tracks. Now, an easier way I probably could have told you to do is just go from Delta to Black Springs and follow that down, as you can see here. Now, I've gone the longer way around because unless you have four-wheel drive, do not go the shortest way to where Google Maps tells you to go. Once you get in there, though, and you follow that blue circle around to that, ending square you see in the scene, you're going to want to go up the hill. You can drive a car up the hill, no problem. Maybe not a car, but at least a truck you can. When you get up there, you're going to see two obsidian pits. You're going to find mahogany obsidian. You're going to find snowflake obsidian. You're going to find regular black obsidian. All right, you guys. So here's some of my finds. This is definitely not all of them, but I just sprayed these off, got the dust off of them. Some really nice pieces of snowflake obsidian. My piece of mahogany obsidian that definitely needs polished up. That'll look super nice once it's polished. And some of the just plain old regular black obsidian. This one does have some snowflakes in it. But I did find something really neat while I was out there. Something that I didn't know I would find. And it's right here. It doesn't look like much, but give me 1 second. All right, here we have an ice cream bucket full of water. And we found a piece of pumice stone. Pretty happy about that. I've never found a piece of pumice before. It's definitely a rock. Definitely a rock. And it floats nicely. Well, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hamilton hopes you enjoyed the video. Yes, buddy, I love you. And we hope to see y'all the next time we're out hunting rocks. Have a good one.